and 6 killed across Chicago. Unfortunately, more violence in the city. So far, at least 40 people have been shot and 6 killed across Chicago this 4th of July weekend. Some neighborhood residents walked the track at Avalon Park, unaware just hours earlier gun violence claimed the life of a teenage girl while wounding a man there.
I'm always shocked at the things happening in this area, but again, I'm getting used to it at the same time. But it is heartbreaking.
Just before 11 p.m. Friday night, investigators say gunfire erupted in the park located in the 1200 block of East 83rd Street on the city's south side. Police say 16-year-old Mia Smith died of a bullet wound to the throat, while a 35-year-old man was hit in the leg after an attacker approached them on foot and opened fire. In the hours to follow, there would be 2 new mass shootings. The first within the city's back of the yards neighborhood, leaving 7 people wounded. It happened near 48th and Justine just after 11 o'clock. That's when witnesses say 2 gunmen walked up to a crowd and started shooting. The 4 women injured range in age from 21 to 27 years old and were seriously or critically hurt, along with a 21-year-old and a 29-year-old man. A 42-year-old man also remains hospitalized. Another attack on the group happened near the Cook County Criminal Courts building. Investigators say 4 men were sitting in a car near 27th in California when another vehicle pulled up and someone inside started shooting. The men, who range in age from 25 to 33 years old, each suffered multiple gunshot wounds. Street pastor and anti-violence activist Dr. Donovan Price says he's concerned about what feels like an uptick in gun violence.
Sometimes it's about plain evil, and as long as people have guns, they're going to use them whenever they get angry. It's a tool of convenience, of angry convenience.
ABC 7 is tracking holiday weekend shootings from the morning of Thursday, July 3rd at midnight to the evening of Sunday, July 6th at 11:59 p.m. At least 44 people have been shot, resulting in 6 homicides, a concern to some Chicagoans fearful about their safety.
I have 2 sons, and I'm very concerned about them. I have 2 brothers, one that was murdered and one that was shot, so it's affected me personally.
Police continue to investigate, but so far, no one is in custody and no arrests have been made.
What up, folks? What up, family? This your boy T Hyphen, man. Welcome to another episode of Fish and Spaghetti Podcast. This. First of all, your first time here. Welcome to a Chicago-based show. We talk about Chicago-based, Midwest-based type of topics. So right now, what I need y'all to do is to hit that like button, that subscribe button, because you probably don't get, you know, no more realer talk than you get on this channel right here. Like, you got a lot of people they indulge in Chicago because it's a hot topic or because they got some type of hatred towards the city of Chicago. No disrespect. We've been having that since Jordan. We already know what it is. We're a big, beautiful city. But at the same time, people do be on point with their topics, and when they come at Chicago, and Chicagoans being Chicagoans, we tell people to stay out of our business. That go from the mayor all the way down to everybody that's subscribed on the channel and everything. But Fish and Spaghetti is different. We're a Chicago-based show. We get to break down all the real deal. So right now, we gonna talk about the 40 plus shootings that went on in Chicago this weekend, and it's horrible, folks. For the simple matter, man, that We got to take accountability, man. We can't keep going every holiday just losing lives. Every holiday is the same thing. Somebody baby got shot, somebody baby got killed, and now it's to the point where they ain't just the young men, because it seemed like society threw away the young men a long time ago. Uh, society counted them out. Uh, Even it seemed like our own black women at some point counted just just counted them out because of past interactions with black men. So they kind of like counted the shorties out. So like we don't count. They never counted. So now it's going over to now where it's a lot of young ladies getting shot. A lot. And it's to the point where the young ladies are outside. They they fiending. They got like some demonic like passion to be outside in the middle of bullshit. They can be mothers, they can be sisters, they can be daughters, but for some odd reason, they want to be outside in the middle of bullshit. I won't say some odd reason. I keep it all the way at band. It's a lot of reasons. It's the love and hip hop. It's the talk shows. It's the videos. It's the rap music. So it's the movies. It's a lot of stuff they got. Everybody want to be outside. This thirst to be outside. I don't care how old they are now. They could be in their 50s and they got a thirst to be outside. And I understand going outside and having fun and doing all that. That's different. But when you get into a point where you lust to be in the middle of drama, and that's what it seemed like. Now, in the case of the holiday weekend, everybody outside, and they're not even supposed to be celebrating this holiday. Let the pro black people tell it. Yeah, it's a lot of pro black people out there talking about we shouldn't be celebrating the fourth and all that stuff. We'll get to that in a minute. Right now, I really want to talk about just our behavior and taking accountability as far as what we do. Like, uh, we have to govern and whoop our kids' ass. It's getting to the point now, man, where it's out of hand, man, where you got kids that's outside because their mother's outside. Like I said, it's outside. Uh, a trend is out of control to the point where nobody's in the house. If the mother outside, who's at home? Who she got watching the kids? The oldest daughter, she outside. The kids outside. The baby's outside. The dog outside. The cat outside. Roaches, rats, everybody outside. It's just crazy right now. So it's getting to the point where you can't blame the governor, you can't blame the mayor, you can't blame the alderman. Um, you have to blame the parents. Anytime all these young kids get shot, and I know Chicago been a violent city, because I'm speaking on Chicago. I know it's been a violent city. I know it's been a lot. We was outside, but now it's different. We understand what's going on. Never has it been a point where you can walk around with a mask on, with a hoodie on, with a gun, with a switch on it, and everybody say it's the norm. That's crazy. You literally watching killers walk around in the neighborhood and nobody's saying nothing. And they think it's cool. It's the norm. We gotta take accountability, folks. When are we gonna sit up here and say, yo, we are horrible as a race? If our race was a franchise, as far as like a sports franchise, where what would we rank at? What where would we rank as a franchise as far as putting it to in a similarity to a sports team, we will be in last place, easily in last place. And I'm talking about one of the worst franchises ever. No accountability. That's the main thing when you look in a franchise is accountability. I don't care what color they are. When you come in as the coach of the Bears, you have to take accountability. You have to make the players take accountability. Last year the Bears sucked. Everybody said the same thing. Lack of accountability. To the point where the players like we want more coaching. We want more coaching. We want more accountability from the top to the bottom. And that's how you become champions. The black race, we have no accountability. We blame everything on everybody. And it's goddamn it crazy because it's getting contagious. No disrespect to our women, but it's a lot of blame when you don't look at the stats and see that it's not true. There's a lot of blame on black men. That's not true. When you look at the stats as far as us taking care of our kids, us being our kids' lives, us taking care of other people's kids, us being men, us taking care of our mothers, us taking care of our grandmothers, us taking care of every woman, every man, every kid around us, we handle business. I'm a barber. I see it all the time. Every week, kids come in with their father. I see it so much. And I see cats that bring in kids that's not even they kids. You know, it might be an ex who got some kids that they fell in love with, and they still hang out with them. That's how we get down. And most of the time, those dudes get crucified and cursed out more than the dude that had the baby if he can't complete an obligation or he can't do what he said that he wanted to do because something happened and or he getting killed. But that's a whole nother topic too. Accountability goes with men too because we'll sit up here and say things that happen to us is systemic racism when it's not. Don't get me wrong, I know what's out there. Trust me, I'm from the west side of Chicago. I already know. But I also know what's more detrimental to a black person growing up in that type of environment is another black person. So you can talk about police brutality and all that, but on the west side of Chicago, in Chicago, police brutality might come from a black person. So the racism part, by the time you get to racism, that's light. That's lightweight compared to just growing up in your household and just growing up competing against everybody since birth. And I'm talking about a competition to death because in the hood, if you do too good, somebody might kill you. That's how deep the combat. It's a hunger game. You can't do too well and stay in the hood. Nah, that's an oxymoron. You doing well, you better bounce. And what's crazy about it, the most people that like to claim racism, as soon as they get some money, they go out and move out where the white people at. Why? Because you can't stay in the hood. I think Kevin Gates said it best. Nothing worse than a nigga than two. And we got to take accountability for it. I'm black as hell, but I can't go everywhere. And anytime you use that for an excuse, uh, nah, I'm gonna stay at the crib, man. I ain't even gonna go out there, man. That's scary as hell. And let's let you know that you can't hang around your own people. So I look at it like this: when you in Chicago and you go, say you on a tourist ride and you want to go see some influential black people and where they live at. Now it's crazy that the most or the people with the nicest cribs, most influential in Chicago, that's doing well, that's millionaires, all have a anti-racism background. Not saying that they don't fight and put put on and stand on business for black people. I'm just saying they not living like that, but they come with this rhetoric like you can't make it. And it's crazy when you got Oprah's, you got Obama's, Michelle and Barack, you got Farrakhan, you got Jesse Jackson, you got all these cats that's living in Chicago. And when you see their cribs, they got security, they got mansions, they got big, huge cribs, but they screaming that America ain't shit and that you can't make it in America while they thriving in America. Oprah is one of the richest people I know. So anybody that's doing good, from Whoopi Goldberg to D.L. Hughley to, Roland Martin to, all these fake activists that come out of nowhere anytime something tragic happens to a black man by a white person. It's crazy how they all rich, but they all scream the same thing. Oh, you can't do it. Oh, the white man go stop you. Donald Trump go do this. Donald Trump go take your rights. Donald Trump only looking out for rich people. How you worried about Donald Trump looking out for rich people when you one of the people that's rich? So you mean to tell me that you fighting against this dude that's trying to lower your taxes in your household? I ain't talking about on stage at the Democratic convention. You mean to tell me that all these rich people that stepped up, that's super rich, that's getting sponsored by people that's richer than them, they mad because somebody trying to cut their taxes? Stop playing with us, man. See, that's the part where they hustle. They get the poor people to believe that they down with you with your struggle when they really secretly hoping that they get these cuts because they looking forward to these cuts. They know these cuts is right. So while they saying tax the rich or Donald Trump on the lookout for his rich homies, they rich. They part of the rich homies. They in a tax bracket. Don't matter if they talk to dude. If he looking out for that certain tax bracket or that class and they in it, they benefit off of it. They not gonna tell you, oh yeah, yeah, we saved you dig off that you dig that Trump sign. They not telling you. They gonna keep telling you, oh, Trump ain't nothing. He ain't shit. While they live this happy go life, they gonna tell you that they defund the police and we don't need police. At the same time, when you go to their crib, they got more security and more police than the police precinct. Go past Brandon Johnson crib in Chicago, over there off Waller, out west. That man got the whole 15th district over there, Jack. Straight up. But they want to defund the police. They want to go against the system. They don't want to bring ICE in to detain illegal immigrants. But he got all the police out in front of his crib. It's the craziest thing in the world. That's a whole nother subject. But accountability is what we're talking about today. And how accountability ties in into the holidays is this. After all the bloodshed from Indianapolis to Chicago to Detroit to Philly, it was just like I think New York was the only city that had no shootings and no murders. No, they had no shootings on the 4th of July. So we just got to salute them for that, though. That's huge. We definitely got to salute them for that. So New York was the only city that did that. Other than that, just pull out. There's all gunshots all over, and most of the people. Sorry about that technical difficulties, but back to the show. For those who don't know, like I said, it's the Fish and Spaghetti Show. I need y'all to go hit that button, Fish and Spaghetti Show. It's the hottest show out there, Chicago-based podcast. Like I say, we talk about everything in the shy. We break down a whole lot of stuff. And before I get interrupted, rudely interrupted, like I will have to say, you know, definitely rudely interrupted. Um, I was pretty much talking about uh, the fact that we have no accountability as black people, and for us to blame everything and not um, look at ourselves first and take care of our business as a people. Um, kind of like some hypocritical people. I look at the mayor of Chicago after 44, 46 shootings. Man, a lot of fatalities and it's steady going up. Maybe like 6 or 7 is steady going up. And right now, as I speak to you, it's just getting to the end of Sunday, not even midnight Sunday yet. So uh, I think he had one press conference and it was mild. Him, police chief, uh, they got up there and they talked and they, you know, they said they same spiel on how, and this was Thursday. This was before the holiday weekend. I haven't heard his press conference since the holiday weekend broke. Definitely going to probably go live with that or break down that press conference. So I definitely need y'all to subscribe to the Fish and Spaghetti Show on YouTube. Like, subscribe. Probably the realest Chicago show, Midwest show out there. Um, we get to break down stuff from a real Chicago point of view. But I'm really eager to hear what Brandon Mayor Johnson is going to say politically, because I know he's gonna be smooth with the words. He's gonna say all the articulate, be right with the words, spit some Bible verses, all this stuff. But I want to see that the passion, the anger. You talking about always giving kids the pass as far as, oh, well, they're just kids, they're underprivileged. I'm gonna black people, Donald Trump. Uh, I'm gonna hire white people. Black people only, and it's been racism and all this stuff, systemic racism. He's always quick to use the race card when it comes to uh, his politics, and he never get to the point and take accountability. Like I heard the police chief in Indianapolis, and he really said some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That and I really appreciated him saying some real shit because he basically broke down um, that it's not his job, you know, to police or watch people kid. He's a police officer. He just really broke down like, look, I can't be out here babysitting your kids. So I think I got part of that footage. Um, if I'm not sure, I'm gonna play part of that footage so you can hear just a piece of it. So check it out.
And subject to change. Before I get to the incident, let me say that my thoughts are with everyone that was impacted by this incidents of violence out here tonight, uh, including the victims, their families, and the first responders that were managing this chaotic scene and rendering aid. Here's what we know so far. At approximately 1:27 a.m., officers were investigating a disturbance at Washington and Meridian Street. They were notified of another disturbance down the street at Illinois and Washington Street. As officers were approaching that second disturbance, they heard shots fired, and as they arrived on the scene, they encountered several people suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Officers and IEMS medics who were embedded with our officers immediately began rendering aid to the victims that they were encountering.
So basically, as you can see, um, so what? I ain't paid for that. YouTube, whatever. We'll skip the ad, but hold on. We'll get back to what off.
Ambulances. In total, we had 5 victims transported away from the scene to area hospitals for treatment. A 6th victim was pronounced dead on the scene. A 7th victim walked into an area hospital and is in stable condition. 3 of those victims are juveniles and 3 are adults. We do not know the identity or the age of the victim that was pronounced dead at the scene. The victim who died at the hospital was a juvenile. We have also recovered several firearms at the scene. We do not yet know whether those firearms were involved in this incident. Our detectives will work to determine that. And we have multiple people, about 7 people detained for further investigation. We also don't know their involvement at this point in time. The investigation is early. I think that's the very brief facts that we have at this time. At this point, I'll turn it over to Chief Bailey.
Chris Bailey, Chief of Police for the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. I'll just add on a little bit to what she said about our thoughts and prayers for the victims here tonight, their families, and the long road ahead for all of them as we try to uncover exactly what and why this all happened tonight. This kind of violence, whether downtown or any of our neighborhoods, is completely unacceptable and unnecessary. Unnecessary. Thousands of people came downtown tonight, enjoyed the fireworks, and went home. Thousands more chose to come down here and all night cause trouble. I was down here until about 12:30 tonight. I worked with my officers, took the runs with them, dealt with the disturbances, dealt with the utter disrespect for our city, for our laws, and for law enforcement. Hundreds of unsupervised kids down here. I don't know how many times I have to say it. We are not your children's keepers. You are. And parents and guardians have got to step up. A kid is dead tonight. And we just don't know the age of the young man down the street, still here, dead. He looks young. It's unacceptable. The police department all night long went from place to place to place, trying to prevent these kind of things. And I gotta be honest, I'm tired of it. You should be tired of it. This is not our job to do this. It is unnecessary. You don't have to act like this. Our officers, half a block away from before this shooting started, dealing with another group of individuals